rom-com?
My favourite rom-com? 10 Things I Hate About You. Oh, honestly, Love Actually.
Yeah.
It's so good. I watched it the Christmas before last with my friends, and we all had COVID, so we were all quarantining watching Love Actually, and it was a bonding experience. And in Love Actually, my favourite romance, before you ask, is obviously Hugh Grant, the Prime Minister, and Martin McCutcheon, I think it is. But I also love Colin Firth.
Yeah.
And when he speaks Portuguese at the end. So yes.
How do you come up with your lyrics?
I come up with my lyrics, I'm not really sure, from the deep pits of my brain. I have lyric ideas on my notes app, and then when I sit down to write a song, I sort of just look at the ideas and see if there's anything interesting in there that I want to pinch or use. Like with Lost the Breakup, I literally had "You lost the breakup," I'm pretty sure, in my lyric ideas, and then I just wrote that song. Yes.
We're from Argentina, and we wanted to know if you had any plans to go there soon.
You guys are not from Argentina. That is
We are.
crazy. Oh my God, please. I would love to get to Argentina. It's not currently on my immediate plans, but I didn't know anyone was listening to my music in Argentina. I'm telling you, awesome.
We do.
Yeah, maybe. It might just be you three. It's very possible.
No, I promise not.
Okay. Well, clearly I'll have to think about going.
We'll definitely go to the concert.
Well, that is just
Even if
three
it's
people.
just us
but
three.
that's
We'll be there.
us four. Yes.
Is there any songs from The Good Witch that you wish you'd released as singles first?
Yes. Songs that I wish I'd released as singles. You're Just a Boy. I made Run the single instead of You're Just a Boy. And in hindsight, maybe I should swap those around. And anything else I wanted to make a single. What else is on this album? I think the BSC could have been a single, but you just can't play it on any radio station anywhere in the world, so that would have been tricky. And I think Watch could have been good too, but I think You're Just a Boy would be my number one answer. Yes?
Do you have a favourite place in Ireland that's not Dublin?
Oh my goodness, do I have a favourite place in Ireland that's not Dublin? I'd probably love the beautiful parts outside of Dublin that are really, streams and hills and those sorts of things, but I can't say I've really been. I went to Limerick, I went to Cork. I thought Limerick was funny. I would have a funny night out in Limerick, so maybe I'll say Limerick.
Have you been to Wicklow?
I've not, but obviously infamous, and actually someone just told me to go to Wicklow today, so
So go there.
I'm gonna have to get myself there. Been to what? Awfully. No, I've literally been to Cork, Dublin, Belfast, Limerick, and that's me. I'm gonna try and come back this Christmas maybe and do an Irish Christmas. I think that would be so lovely. Yes. How do I deal with a friend breakup? Oh my goodness, the worst thing in the world. Genuinely worse than romantic breakup. I don't know. I think you just have to think about the reasons why you did it or why it happened, and know that anyone that's meant to be in your life will find their way back into it. I think. Yes. Any character that I relate to in a movie or a TV show. I like to think that I relate to. In 10 Things I Hate About You, the film, Kat is the protagonist, and I'd like to think I could be her. But who do I actually relate to? I'm trying to think. Well, I'm trying to also be in my Elwood's era as well.
Yes.
Going for my Elwood's era right now. Especially now I'm a Trinity graduate, Yes.
We know you love normal people. Are there any characters from, it's sort of like that question, are there any characters from Normal People or any of the rest of her books that you think you relate to the most?
Oh, yeah, I love Sally Ryan books. I actually think, obviously Normal People was the biggest phenomenon in the world, but I was a Normal People girl before the TV show.
Yeah.
I actually have not watched the TV show, I'm the last person left in the whole world. But I loved the books. I loved the book and I loved, what's the other one? Yeah, Conversation Between Friends. Those are my two favourites. Maybe I love Normal People more. I think it's like a wonderful book. And I don't know. I think there's parts, like a good book, there'll be parts of yourself you'll find in everybody. And also nobody like yourself because the characters are so individual. So I don't know, but there was a point where when I was brunette, where like myself, it was like Daisy Edgar Jones and Maisie Peters and brunette and bangs, and that just really got the British media for me. And I really could not get the hang of it. Like, I'd be tagged, not me. I wonder if she got tagged in myself. Oh my god, that and Maisie Williams, it was a hellfire. No, so maybe, yeah, but I love those books. I'm obsessed. Yes. I'm so sorry, you're gonna have to shout because you're very far away. If I had to give seasons to my albums, I think I would say You Signed Up For This is spring, and The Good Witch is probably autumn, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, everyone's like, yeah. So I've got summer and winter left, that's fun. Anybody else? Oh, there's a hand, yes.
If you could choose any artist like currently popular to collaborate with, who would it be?
I love any artist that's currently popular to collaborate with. I love Boy Genius, I just covered them, but I think they're amazing, and I love all of them individually, and I think it would be so cool to work with them. Yes?
Do you have any like dream venues to play?
Dream venues. Yeah, I'd love to play Red Rocks, which is in North America. And where else would I like to play? Isn't there is it Fenway Castle? Is that a thing here? Have I said that wrong?
Slane Castle is our one.
Wait, but I swear, what's the castle called in Dublin? And people play it only in South.
Malahide.
Malahide Castle.
Yeah, where have I got the word Fenway from?
Fenway Park in Boston is a
Yeah,
baseball
but I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I'm tired. But yeah, there's a castle in Malahide Castle. I've seen photos of that. It looks amazing. Yes. My favourite place, obviously, apart from Dublin. My favourite place that I've been is. I liked Byron Bay in Australia. That's pretty nice. I would go there more. Yes. Do I have any fun facts about the band and I? Loads. That song is just one big inside joke. So when we say my drummer fell in love with a girl from a cookie shop, there was a girl in a cookie shop in Salt Lake City that he apparently loved. But then they went back to the cookie shop when we were just there, and we said, Jack, do you remember which girl it was? And we said, was she blonde or brunette? And he couldn't remember, but he could remember that she had a lovely smile. I'm like, okay, kid. And what else is in that song? The Denny's in question, where I said I called my mother in a Denny's and lied, was in Amarillo. And I bet no one here has been to Amarillo. But guess who has? Me. Yeah, those are my two stories. I'm gonna say. Oh, yes. Yes, I would love a bracelet.
You press it too?
Oh. Try again. Oh. Well, we tried our best.
You got it once.
Anybody else with a question? Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think my longest song that's lurking somewhere is, I had this song called Take the Trade that I wrote like years ago, and I'm pretty sure that's like 5 or 6 minutes. But it's hard to write a song that's 10 minutes long. It's a lot of thoughts for a girl, you know? So I think that's my longest one, and that I don't think I would ever see the light of day, but I think maybe that. Yes?
You said you wanted to come back to Dublin around Christmas time. Is there anything that you want to do specifically while you're in Dublin, or just want to be here at Christmas?
I just like to be here at Christmas. I just think it's so pretty, and I like all the little shops and the little coffee and the little books that sign me up, and just wander around. And I'd love to go out of Dublin and see some of the countryside as well. But yeah, I'll take any recommendations. Yes. My favourite thing about Japan, we were just talking about Japan upstairs, and I mean, it's just so otherworldly. It's like being in a different universe, and that's so interesting, and sort of it changes your perspective on lots of things. And I liked the food. I'm going to say that's an easy one. But yeah, it was amazing going to Japan. I've been twice this year. Yes. And
Did you manage to get Eras tour tickets?
I haven't got Eras tour tickets yet, but only because my mental stability was not stable enough to get involved in the bloodbath when it happened. So I was like, I'm just gonna take this one out, focus on me right now, and when the tour comes to the UK, I'll use my methods and I'll try and secure tickets somehow.
Use Ed.
Surely, that's what Ed Sheeran's are for. Yes.
Do you have any book? What book are you reading at the moment?
I just finished a book called The Rachel Incident by Caroline O'Donoghue, and she's actually Irish and it's set in Cork, so it was a timely read for me. But yes.
What was it again? I want to find out.
The Rachel Incident. Yes.
Why clouds? Like, where do clouds come for the theme of the day?
Why clowns or clouds?
Clouds.
I
The
always get
clouds.
them confused. Well, obviously the album cover is set very much in the clouds and the sky and the Good Witch. I like the symbolism of witch, sort of, instead of associating dark and greys and storms and evil with witches, because I now associate like blue skies and clouds. So yeah, but it came from the album cover really. Anybody else? Yes.
Did you go to the Guinness Storehouse?
I've not been to the Guinness Storehouse
I
yet.
got to jump
With
for
the
it.
Guinness
I
jumper?
know. It's my friend Sophie got it for me. And no, I've never been, but I would love to go. I've been to Ireland and Dublin a bunch of times, but I'm just always busy and I've never made it. But next time I will, when I'm here for my vacanza, I will. Yeah.
It's not a question, but my dad wanted me to tell you that his favourite song was Place We Were Made, and he thinks it's great.
Well, love heart to your dad. That's lovely. What's his name?
John.
John. Thank you, John. Legendary behaviour. Anybody else? Can I answer any more questions? Oh, yeah, one more. Okay, yeah. Which song was the easiest to write? Actually, a lot of them were really easy to write. History of Man was really easy to write. I'm thinking about them in order. Body Better was pretty easy to write. Lost the Breakup, the same thing. Most of those songs happened over like an hour or two, really. 2 weeks ago, I was like probably the fastest. That was like literally 20 minutes, half an hour. Okay, last question.
So we know some of the deluxe tracks were from, you signed up for this era, but which one was the most recent one that you wrote? And did you write it before or after The Good Witch itself?
The song, The Good Witch?
No, the album.
The album. So the most recently written deluxe track I worked out yesterday was Guy on a Horse. And that was, I wrote that the day after I wrote Coming of Age. So with the same people. And that was like October 2022. So right when we were sort of in the thick of like making a lot of, so that was the same week. I did Coming of Age, then the next day I did Guy on a Horse, and then the next day I did Lost the Breakup, and that was my week, which was giving hysterical, to be honest. I was crazy. Yeah, and it's funny, Guy on a Horse, because that lyric, and I've not said this anything yet, but it's true, it's just that lyric came from this different song I wrote, this like super dramatic, emo, sad song I wrote. And and I wrote this like really, it's actually a really long song. I can't even remember what it was called, but it was like really depressing. And the pre-chorus of that song, it's either, I'm trying to think, it's like, oh, back then I was yours in the dark, I was stupid and blind, and into your eye you were some guy on a horse, I was Joan of Arc. And that was the pre-chorus of that song. And then I didn't do anything in that song, and I thought it was kind of dramatic, but I liked that one line, and I like had it in my notes for ages, and I brought it to the day, like the week before when I was in Sweden, and I was like, what about this lyric? And I said like, you're a guy on a horse and I'm Joan of Arc. And no one really, funnily enough, no one really saw the potential in that, probably because it's mental. And, but then I ended up writing it with two of my closest female friends, and that's fun as well because we were meant to be, it was myself, Elvira, and Tove, and they were both Swedish writers, and we're all the same age, we were like 20, 22, 21 at the time, 22, and we were meant to be writing that day with this other guy, but he'd gotten really ill so he couldn't come, and then so we were just writing, which was fine, we were more than capable of writing as a three, to be honest, we should have written as a three, it's kind of ironic that, you know, they were like, have this man, and then the man got sick, and then we were like, let's write Guy on a Horse. And we would not have written that song with a man. So, yeah, that's Guy on a Horse was invented. Oh, there's more questions. I'll just keep going.
Just a quick one. It's not a question, but I'm actually not from here, I'm from Germany, and my girlfriend was really sad that she couldn't come, so she told me to say hi to you.
Aww.
So hi from my girlfriend.
Hi to your girlfriend. That's so cute. What's your girlfriend called?
Leo.
Leo, hi Leo. Just something I can say. Okay, yes, you.
My boyfriend is frankly concerned at the amount of shower screaming. Is there any plans to release non-heartbreaking?
Yeah, I will. I'm really working on it. I really, really am. I would love to do that next time out. Better for everyone involved. So I'm really working on it. Okay, we're now going to take a group photo. And so we're going to instruct, and I'm going to come down that, and I'll see you all in a second.
Hi everyone. So Maisie's just gonna come down around the barricade. So if we could, she's gonna jump right in the middle in front of the barricade. So if you guys could gather